Coronation Street has unveiled a shocking new twist for Megan Walsh as Sam Blakeman attempts to gather proof amid her troubling storyline. Sam is determined to bring the sports coach to light after discovering she has been manipulating teenage pupil Will Driscoll. Sam devises a risky strategy to hide a covert camera inside Megan's apartment to secure evidence. But in tonight's episode, she realizes his intentions and cleverly flips the situation to her advantage. During the episode, Megan narrowly avoids being discovered with Will when Leanne comes back earlier than expected, quickly ushering him out while Leanne steps into the bathroom. Later, on a night out with the girls, Leanne jokingly hints that Megan has been turning the flat into a romantic hideaway for herself and Daniel, completely unaware of the far more disturbing reality. While ordering drinks at the bar, Megan notices Sam and issues a sharp warning, telling him he isn't nearly as intelligent as he imagines and belittling him as insignificant outside his small comfort zone. As Sam appears distant afterward, Megan casually assures Eva, Toya, and Leanne that his behavior is nothing more than typical teenage moodiness. However, Sam later reviews the footage recorded inside the flat. What he witnesses appears carefully orchestrated. Will professes his feelings for Megan, and she gently insists it is only an infatuation, reminding him she is simply his teacher and nothing more. Sam eventually returns to the flat, but is immediately confronted by Megan. He argues that the recording was clearly staged, yet she swiftly shifts the blame onto him, accusing him of secretly monitoring her and Leanne. Claiming she always suspected something strange about him, Megan labels him a voyeur. Sam protests, insisting that is not the case, before firing back with accusations of his own. She escalates matters by threatening to contact the police and spread damaging rumors around the school if he continues interfering. Warning him not to attempt any form of revenge, she coldly advises him to stay out of other people's affairs, or face the consequences of her ruining his reputation. Later, Nick finds his son visibly distressed and tries to offer support, unaware of the real reason behind his turmoil. Sam reacts angrily, declaring that his father has no understanding of the situation and that nobody can help him before storming away. 3 fresh Coronation Street teasers as a tragic death storyline unfolds. Coronation Street has dropped a brand new batch of preview clips for next week's episodes, giving viewers an early glimpse at Steve McDonald's devastating upcoming plot. Steve is set to take the spotlight in powerful scenes as he is soon blindsided by the loss of his father, Jim. Although the tragic update hasn't reached Steve yet, the show will begin referencing Jim again next week, subtly setting the stage for what's to come. In Monday's installment, Steve feels betrayed when he discovers that his unreliable father has dragged him into serious financial difficulty. The fallout could deepen the rift between them, leaving their relationship strained just before Jim's sudden death. Read on for more details, plus 2 additional previews from the week ahead. One Monday, the 23rd of February, Steve confides in his partner Cassie Plummer after uncovering that Jim falsified his signature on key documents, illegally naming him as a guarantor. As a result, Steve is left liable for £1,800 in unpaid rent. Cassie offers a few possible solutions to resolve the crisis, but the discussion turns unsettling when Steve admits that Jim's intimidating landlord is aware of his home address. Could Steve soon face an unwelcome confrontation? These developments mark only the start of Steve's major new storyline, unfolding just days before even more distressing news comes his way. To Wednesday, 25th of February. While enjoying a beauty treatment at Audrey's salon, Shona Platt beams as she talks about how caring David has been with their baby daughter, Harper. Maria Connor also compliments Shona, crediting her with transforming David for the better. However, newcomer Jodie Ramsey quietly bristles as the conversation continues to center on Shona's happy marriage. When she notices her sister's wedding ring, it appears to spark an idea, hinting that she may be plotting something underhanded. Thursday, 26th of February. At the police station, Lisa Swain adjusts to life behind a desk. She passes colleague Kit Green some crucial documents concerning a man discovered in the street suffering from a serious head wound. Initially, the situation seems straightforward, but when Kit reads the victim's name and realizes it is Mal Roper, the man who had been stalking Bernie, his expression instantly darkens, suggesting the case may be far more complicated than it first appeared. Coronation Street's David and Shona hit breaking point as Jodie intensifies her scheming. David and Shona Platt are set to encounter serious strain in their marriage next week, with Jodie Ramsey escalating her manipulative tactics. It increasingly appears that Jodie is determined to edge her half-sister out and step into her world, and this newest setback may play perfectly into her hands. Not long after arriving in Weatherfield, Jodie's resentment towards Shona became obvious. She wasted no time in influencing her long-lost sister, gradually embedding herself within the family while quietly pursuing revenge for what she believes was abandonment. In recent scenes, Jodie deliberately encouraged Shona to drink too much in an attempt to embarrass her in front of David. Once Shona was asleep, Jodie took advantage of the situation to bond with her brother-in-law, continuing to shower him with kindness in the days that followed. The drama escalates further in next week's episodes as Jodie shifts her focus directly onto David. In Friday's installment, she deliberately sparks tension at home by convincing Shona that David has neglected his share of the household responsibilities. Already exhausted from caring for everyone, including baby Harper, Shona finds it difficult to conceal her irritation. Later, while at the cafe, she confides in Bethany that she and David hardly spend any meaningful time together lately. Bethany grows worried about the fragile state of her uncle's marriage and devises a plan to help the couple reconnect. However, with Jodie subtly orchestrating chaos behind the scenes, David and Shona's relationship could be in serious jeopardy. A show insider explains that Jodie is fast becoming a calculated manipulator who understands precisely how to create division between the couple by fueling minor conflicts. Fortunately, David and Shona still have supportive relatives like Bethany who genuinely want to see them happy. Yet the question remains, can their bond survive if Jodie continues to meddle? Coronation Street preview clips hint at an even darker turn for Jodie. Upcoming Coronation Street scenes show tensions rising across Weatherfield, with several residents facing unexpected bombshells. Steve McDonald is blindsided when he discovers that his father Jim has listed him as a guarantor, leaving him legally responsible for settling a hefty outstanding debt. Meanwhile, at Weatherfield Police Station, Kit Green is handed a fresh investigation by Lisa Swain. As he scans the details, something immediately catches his attention. The identity of the person involved appears to be someone familiar, judging by his stunned reaction. But what exactly has he uncovered? Elsewhere on the cobbles, Jodie Ramsey continues to scheme after overhearing locals praising Shona's marriage to David Platt. During a relaxing pamper appointment, she quietly formulates the next stage of her plan. The big question is whether she'll manage to pull it off. If that teaser has sparked your curiosity, here's a closer look at 3 brand new clips from next week's drama. Monday, 23rd of February. Steve is left shaken when he realizes Jim has named him as guarantor, meaning he must cover £1,800 in unpaid rent. Cassie is equally stunned and attempts to offer guidance. But when Steve warns that his father's landlord is not someone to cross, the seriousness of the predicament becomes clear. Will Steve find a way to resolve the mounting pressure? Wednesday, 25th of February. A beauty session unfolds at Audrey's salon, where the conversation shifts to baby Harper. Maria comments that Shona has had a positive influence on David's life, a remark that visibly irritates Jodie, prompting her to redirect the discussion. Later, when Bethany invites her to another part of the salon for a manicure, Jodie notices Shona's wedding rings. Her lingering glance suggests she may have something calculated in mind. Thursday, 26th of February. Back at the police station, Lisa assigns Kit a file concerning a man discovered in the street with a serious head wound. As the investigation begins, it becomes evident that this case may hold more significance than it first appears. Coronation Street airs on weeknights at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1 and is also available to stream on ITVX.